It is my last day to do board repairs as I am leaving for the weekend and for 2 weeks on a much needed vacation. Before I do so, I'm going to be fixing whatever I can before I go, while being extremely caffeinated. Shout out to my fiance for making such wonderful caffeinated beverages. Today, we are dealing with an Xbox HDMI port. Now, this is not the same Xbox that we were dealing with previously. The last two Xboxes were shop boxes. Xbox shop boxes, which means that customers have abandoned them, we own them, we're trying to fix the problems. This, the customer just brought in. And it is very obvious. It is incredibly obvious what the problem is. You can look in there, you can see that. That's all sorts of messed up. That is, you inserted the HDMI upside down, kind of messed up. That is very impressive. So, very straightforward today. This is what we're going to be working on. Now I got to start taking it apart. Nearly halfway there. Taking apart the radiator of the Xbox. Now this is such a fascinating way that they designed the Xbox based on the compared to the PlayStation 5. Everything is such a core unit. It's just built like a brick. The ways that bricks are built, fascinating. So we are just taking this apart. While we're waiting, look at some screws. Fascinating what screws look like. We're just waiting to take this thing apart. Got probably like 25 screws. Go. We'll be ready. Yeah. Cannot wait for Christmas. Good time. Getting work done so I can have a good vacation. Okay. I'm not sure how chat is working, because I have the ability to see who's watching. I don't know if I can see where people respond back to me. Yeah, not sure. We'll see. Ooh. My lord, that is in there. Growing in a mustache is very difficult. One, your fiance wants to shave it off. Two, it itches. All the damn time, it just itches. I can't tell if the itching sensation is the hairs growing in, or if it's just that I got a biscuit flake on my mustache and it's just been hanging there. Took up new residence there. And I'm trying to evict it by scratching at my mustache. Do not have renter's rights when you are a biscuit flake on my mustache. You don't pay rent. Yeah, oh, there we go. Almost there. We get to take off this plate. Just a second. There we are. That might be that's the last one. We get to pull some things off. All right. One. Wait. Oh, it's the hidden screw. And it blends in. Almost. Almost there. Okay. 1, 2. I feel like I want to try and speedrun this, see how quickly I can do one of these repairs. Oh, gosh. There we are. Okay. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. You can do it. I believe in you. There we are. Power supply's out. Okay. Let's... Oh, is this a first gen? Oh, it totally is. This is a first gen Xbox Series X. On the newer generations, they have different types of clips here on the side. It's funny how they do that. When we think about it, there's one Xbox Series X that we know of, like there's one PlayStation 5 that we know of. But as they continued manufacturing them, they made changes over time, and there's different generations of the Xbox Series X, even though we don't have like Series X Pro or any new variants like there is the PlayStation 5 Slim. So now we can say, oh, we've got 2 generations of the PlayStation 5. We have the 5 and the 5 Slim. Well, the PlayStation 5 has 2 different types of boards that it could have been built with depending on the year that it was manufactured. So if you have a model of PlayStation 5 when it first came out, you have the Series 1, the first generation. If you bought a PlayStation 5 after everybody was scalping and raising the prices of these gaming consoles to extraordinary lengths, when Sony more than likely remanufactured PlayStation 5s, you had a board that was, I want to say, somewhere in between like 20 to 40% smaller. The motherboard, that is, was 20 to 40% smaller on the next generation because they were able to discover, hey, we can take this board and we can actually cut away 20 to 40% of the real estate. It saves money on production, and it's still the same device. Now, we're not sure about the quality as far as long term, but yeah, they're able to do it. It works pretty well. So far, haven't had any issues with those, unless that might be causing some of the ones that have no power issues, which we'll look at one of those today. Why are you sticky? Come on, 1, 2. Okay, I'm feeling tension. Oh. A minute, do I just pull you out? Nope. I need to take off the Wi-Fi card. Is this the Wi-Fi or the Bluetooth card? This is... You say dual band on you. It says Mac. So yeah, I think that's the Wi-Fi card. Oh, getting there. Okay, feel that. Now does this come off? Yeah, now it comes off. So there's the top board, Wi-Fi card. I'm gonna set this down somewhere. Not gonna get damaged. Take my canned air out of here. Ooh, I just almost dropped it. Right, there's the screws. We got the thick with 3C metal. Look at that. That was impressive. You hear that? That's aluminum. All right. Now we get to the meat and gravy, which is the main board. All you have to do here is take off the heatsink. Oh, there definitely is first and second generation Xboxes now that I can tell. So I'm noticing some Distinct differences. Oh, whoa. Hey, check this out. This is new. This has been previously worked on, because that's stripped. That is 100% stripped out. Well, now I'm curious. I'm going to take a look around the HDMI port and see if somebody thought that they could just pry it off. Make sure there's no damage around there. I don't see any scrape marks. Looks relatively clean. Most of the time when people decide to take apart their own Xboxes and think that the HDMI port just pulls off the board, they'll take a tool and they'll just start stabbing at it around the sides, and they'll break this little dude here, and they'll try to pull these pins off. There's no scratch marks anywhere around here, so all right, that's cool. We just got a stripped screw, which, you know, maybe it was a manufacturer defect. Maybe that happened. You know, it's totally possible. I am not sure, but it could be. Could be possible. Oh my! All right, 2 down. 3. There we are. Do not want to strip that. I'm gonna have to get a bigger one of these. Ugh. So I really want it to be like a super tight fit. Yeah. All right. We move the microscope cam over there. Need to get some like downwards pressure on this guy. Oh my gosh, it's stripping. No. Well, one of the other things we can do is take a pair of pliers like this, grab it and twist it. My lord. That's going to make this repair incredibly difficult. I cannot. I wonder what other tools I have for these kind of situations. This is where I need a pair of like vice grips. Got a pair of bigger pliers. Oh my gosh, it's not moving at all. I might have to use 2 hands for this. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, that's kind of stupid, but we got it. Wow. All right, I am not putting that screw back in. Okay, maybe that's loose enough where I can just use this. Yes, okay. Finger tight. Oh my gosh, that was so close. I've had to use angle grinders to get screws like this out before, and I not like that method. The last resort. Using an angle grinder when you've got a board this delicate and all these little fragile components around here is just not optimal. Not optimal at all. So, like that I didn't have to do that. Come on, get out of there. I'm evicting you too, just like I did with the biscuit flake on my mustache. You're out. And I am tossing you. I'm gonna find another one and put that one in there. I'll have to charge him for it, but I'm sure it's gonna be like a buck or two for the screw, so it's not gonna be too bad. Okay, let's get our fancy dancy board holder. I love this thing. This, our fancy dancy board holder, is gonna hold it up in the air for us so we can kind of inspect this. There we go. All right, let's take a look at This guy. Come on, camera. You can do this. I believe in you. All right, there we are. Hi there. All close and personal. Okay, let's see what we're working with here. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Yeah. Cool. So, let's get to some of the prerequisites before we get to the microscope. I'm going to take the camera view and I'm going to flip it sideways because we're doing some work here. We've got, there we go. We've got a wide camera angle. I'm going to flip this guy. See, he's going. There we go. I'm going to flip this guy on its side. Cool beans. All right. So, here's what we're about to do to this guy. We have our HDMI port over here. We are going to make sure that those pads over here have some low melt solder on them, so it'll come off a lot easier. This way over here. Let's get the fume extractor in here. All right. We need some gloves. First thing is safety. Gloves in here. All right, glove number 1 and glove number 2. This music kind of reminds me of Persona 5. Digging it. And we're looking for an Xbox Series X HDMI port. Yes, we do have some. Nice. There's the part we're going to be putting on. Now we're looking for flux, and we are looking for low melt solder. Here we got our low melt solder. Next thing you need is flux. Awesome. Here's everything we need. We'll start first by getting the fume extractor on. Not want to breathe harsh chemicals if we can avoid it. Some light in that area. All right. We are going to switch that camera a little bit closer. I want you guys to see what's going on here. Come on, don't move on me. Oh boy. There we go. Awesome. All right. Put some of that in there. Take our iron. Put a big dab of it on there. I'm just going to breeze it across all of the points. No, it's not the best angle. All right, let's see how well we did. I'm gonna add the microscope camera to this scene as well. Gonna make this a little small guy, not just taking up the whole screen. Oops, Control Z. Did something else. Microscope. All right, here we go. There we are. You take a look at what the microscope sees right there in the corner. Nice. Seems like all of the pads on the right side are good. We just want to add some solder to the pads on the left side. I'm gonna leave it at this angle here. Change the zoom. There we go. Oh, nice. Let's get this guy down in there. All right, let's finish this up. Maybe add a little more low melt. No, don't stick to the top. God. Well, that's gone. I want to deposit it down here. There we go. Nice. Now that might seem like a wasteful amount of solder. More than likely it is. But it is becoming easier and easier for me to do these. Before it used to be much messier than this, so I'm seeing progress, and I like progress. So, now going to raise the stakes, literally. Take this guy, flip it over to the back. Now we don't want to, what we had to the previous devices, we do not want to mess up that chip. We know what that chip is on this channel, we know. So, I'm gonna move this off the edge. These cables out of here. Ooh,